Hi, and welcome to Prepping Essentials.
Well, morning. A flying visit down to the land today. But I thought I'd try and record something while I'm down here for you. A few bits and pieces I want to get done, if I can. Bit of bush trimming, particularly around the hives. Entrance to the field. A little bit of watering, planting, sorting the chickens out. Usual kind of stuff. But I also want to see if I can get some frames of honey out of the hives. So it will be a flying visit. If I do get honey, you'll see it later. But I'll catch up with you again shortly. Well, it's Monday morning, bank holiday, so I'm off work today. Just taking the chance to have a couple of hours down here and popping some water on the planting, which is, to be fair, coming along quite well considering the pest issues that I've had so far this year. Getting some really good strong growth on these onions, really strong. Swedes coming along nicely as well. Even that beetroot. The bed got dug up so many times, I'm stunned that it's come through, but it has. Took the chance to do what I didn't do on Saturday, which is those cucumber seedlings. I've literally just popped them in to these circular containers. I've left those couple of peas in just to see what they do. And the last batch of potatoes sprouting now, and I've potted up another 4. Just close that bag so it doesn't get wet. Another 4 of those fabric containers with some chitted potatoes. But the main thing I wanted to do today, let's lock that before I forget. The main thing I wanted to do today was to see if I could harvest any frames out of the beehives. I've spent an hour or so just trimming bushes, getting payback on those rose bushes up in that top corner where I got snagged. But I've also just run down the entrance and got rid of a few overhanging branches there. And I've also trimmed, I think I mentioned it on Saturday, I was struggling to get into, I think it was this hive, second one. So I've just trimmed back some of the branches around where the hives are. So I've been in this one, and I've been into the super box in this one, the first one, and oh, look at that, the lid's not down properly. Look at that. Now it is. Yeah, these first 2 hives, and just taken a few frames. I was tempted to look in this one just to see how they're getting on, but I think I'd be tempting fate. Because the harvesting of the honey, it's something you need to dedicate your time to. You can't rush it. There's an awful lot of clean up and a lot of filtering to be done. So I won't have any more time down here. I'll take the frames I've got. I think there's 5. Yeah, there we go, look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 5 frames there. And these are beautiful and really heavy. Look at that. How nice does that look? I've taken the ones that are absolutely rammed with honey. I've left frames in. I mean, look at this, where they've built out the comb well in excess of the frame on both sides. Don't know if I'll get that out one-handed because it is heavy. That's tempting fate. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. So there's only 5 frames there, but that's enough for me to process this afternoon without worrying about time. So I'll get the lid popped on that, get it up in the car, and I'll catch up with you when I get back home. Well, we're home in the kitchen, just getting things set up. Most important thing, I guess, is the nuke box with the frames in. So essentially all we're going to do, you've seen this before, well, long-term viewers have seen this before. I'll cut off the wax from the frame into this plastic tub, and then I'll extract the honey from the frames through this double mesh filter into the bucket, see how much we end up with, and that depends how many jars we're going to need. I've already got some in the oven just warming up. They've all been thoroughly washed, so I'll get the camera on the tripod and we'll start setting about these frames. Right, here we go with the first one. I mean, you can see this is just beautiful. Let me pop a little light on. Does that make it any better? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, we've now got to try and trim off the wax, just to allow the honey to flow. You're never going to get it all off, but we'll try our best. You will end up with some honey, well, quite a lot actually, based on what I did last year. You will end up with quite a bit of honey still in amongst the wax that I'm cutting off. That's one side done. I think we're just about there. Other side. Wow. There's so much honey in this frame. Right, that's that bit. Now for the really tricky bit. And I've got this wrong before. To try and do it without completely destroying the wax foundation sheet. I tell you what, there's an awful lot of honey in this. Awful lot of honey. That's about as much as I'm going to get off that side, I think. You always end up getting honey all over you. Look at that. That's beautiful. Now hopefully I can get these frames extracted without completely destroying them, and then we'll get them back into the hive and the bees can tidy up. And I think that's about as much as I'm going to get off. Right, we'll just leave that up in the frame for now. We'll let that trickle through the mesh filter and we'll set about the other ones. So rather than bore you to death, I've got another 4 frames to do. We'll come back at some point and we'll see how much we've got in the bucket and how much we've got in this plastic tub. Well, there's our first batch of jarred honey from the beehives. Early as well, really. We're still in May, so really pleased with that. Looking very nice. Looking forward to more to come. It is absolutely roasting though. I'm pleased that I haven't got too much to do today. Absolutely roasting. Look at this across the field. Scorching day again. It's looking tidy though with the grass cut, I have to say. Apart from that bit. But yeah, bees are all out and about, active on all of the hives, so that's good. So that's the first honey of the year. Looking forward to collecting some more, but I'm looking forward more to these last 2 hives getting fully established, and over coming years, God knows how much we'll be having. But that's the plan after all. Right, I need to get my clean frames that I put in this morning back in the cabin. Quick look round, just make sure everything's okay, see if it needs any more water, and that'll be me done.
Well, that's it for this video. I hope there was something in there that was of interest to you. If you did like the video, please do click on the like button. Also feel free to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. As always, I welcome any comments, questions or suggestions you might have. Just feel free to leave them in the comments section below. But for now, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.